How long until
If you guys ever need to save data, this is how I save data. I literally will turn off every app that I'm not using when I'm like driving around or doing something that's not close to Wi-Fi, just to make 100% sure that my phone doesn't do any shady shit and use my data. So literally everything is turned off except for SoundCloud, because I'll be listening to SoundCloud on the way to the gym. I've used 1.3 gigs of data in the past like 9 days, I think, which is not bad. If you want to save data, make sure that you have everything turned off except for the app that you're using. If you're on a data plan that, you know, you can run through the data pretty easily. You can literally run through a gig of data on Instagram if you're watching videos and stuff like that in about 30 minutes, just so you know. Just be careful.
I chain them out, if my mind, these visions made me blind. How long, the way I've seen your signs, oceans started to be wide. And why I drown to a forsaken land through your desolate eyes, and all my shouts remain unheard, and all my tears get colder. I sing swimming around my eyes, the good old ghosts from my past. I've all how long until I pay the price? I sail in despair, stuck in the past. How long, the way I've lost your signs, oceans I've started to be wild, and wild I drown to a forsaken land through your desolate arms, and all my shouts remain unheard, and all my tears get colder. I sing swimming around my eyes, the good old ghosts from my past. I've all of
It is about to get me very moist. Yeah, I'm about to get so moist right now and I can't avoid it, and yeah. About to get moist, but it's okay because I'm going to get some Halo Top. Gonna try some new Halo Top. Gonna try some oatmeal Halo Top with a complete cookie tonight. Yeah, really excited. You guys excited? I'm excited. Yeah. I got this oatmeal Halo Top. It is literally 280 calories for the entire pint. The entire thing. 70 calories a serving, 2 grams of fat a serving, 14 carbs a serving, 5 grams of protein a serving, 3 grams of fiber a serving. So this whole thing has 12 grams of fiber, 56 carbs, 8 grams of fat, and 20 grams of protein. Oh my god. Alright. Let's freaking do this. Let's do this. Oh yeah. That's really good. Oh my god. Oh. If you followed me on Instagram or you followed me on Snapchat, you'd be able to see me put this on top of this and melt it. Oh, it's gonna be. Okay, alright. I'll see you guys tomorrow, though. I'll see you guys tomorrow. I'm going to go do a lot of investor stuff, talk to a lot of investors later, play some Battlefield 1. I'm ending the day here. It's sort of like a content status today, and one of the things that I want to do to try to help get clients from now on is just post a status on Facebook every day that is some sort of question answered about fitness, whether it's about macronutrients or dieting in general, or about lifting weights, or about cutting fat, or about building muscle. Just something that I feel like people ask me a lot, something that can help people. So if you guys have a lot of simple questions, be sure to be my friend on Facebook, because I'm going to be posting one content status, like one status full of content, like good, helpful content every single day, as well as Instagram. So between YouTube, between my Instagram story, my Snapchat, you guys should be getting more than enough content as far as helpful content, as well as even some entertaining stuff, like Jordan stuff. Anyways, I posted a status about the macronutrients: fat, carb, protein. As you know, carbs and protein, they both have 4 calories per gram. Fat has 9 calories per gram. But what a lot of people don't know is that alcohol is another source of fuel. I call it a macronutrient. There's a big argument there if it is or isn't a macronutrient, but you could also argue that carbs are or aren't a macronutrient. Technically, a nutrient, from definition, is something that your body needs to survive. Like, a macronutrient would be a large nutrient that your body needs to survive, something you cannot go without or you will die. So here's the thing, guys. Technically, you don't need carbs. You could live without carbs. You could live on a fat and protein diet. People do it all the time. It's called the keto diet. People do it all the time. Some people actually feel better that way. I personally like to eat fat, carbs, and protein, and that's probably the way that I'll always be. I'm not really a big keto guy, but it works great for some people. Maybe I'll try it one day, who knows. The point is, you can survive without carbs. So does that technically mean that carbohydrates are no longer a macronutrient because you don't actually need them? That really makes you think, doesn't it? So I personally call fat, carb, protein, and alcohol macronutrients. I call alcohol a macronutrient. You don't need it to survive. It does have some useful things in it. Wine has some useful things in it. You don't need alcohol to survive. But here's the thing, guys. I said that because a lot of people think that when they're drinking alcohol, like a beer, that it's full of carbs. It's not. It's full of alcohol. Alcohol is its own macro entity, nutrient, whatever you want to call it. 1 gram of alcohol is 7 calories, around 7 calories. So you've got 1 gram of fat, 9 calories. 1 gram of protein is 4 calories. 1 gram of carbohydrate is 4 calories. 1 gram of alcohol is 7 calories. Did I say all that right without twisting my tongue up? So alcohol is its own caloric source of fuel. It may not be as beneficial as fat or protein or even carbs. What alcohol really is fermented carbs. But the thing is, it is a macro source of fuel. So if you want to argue that alcohol is not a macronutrient, you can also argue that carbs aren't a macronutrient either. So someone posted on my status about macronutrients that, are you crazy? Are you crazy, Jordan? Are you crazy? Freaking alcohol is not a macronutrient. It's not. And so I was about to go ham. I was about to smack down because don't try to decredit me on my status where I'm trying to help people and possibly get a client from helping those people. Yes, from a politically correct standpoint, alcohol is not a macronutrient. But if you want to go there, then you could also say that carbs are not a macronutrient because you could survive without them. You could also, I'm not even going to start with this, but like a lot of the micronutrients, like the vitamins and minerals, you could say that they're not nutrients either because some of them you can go without, like you won't die. So there's a big gray area with micro and macronutrients that haven't been completely stated what exactly they are. There's a gray area where you can go this way or that way, and I just choose to go this way. I say that yes, alcohol is a macronutrient. It has 7 calories per gram. So if you have a beer with 100 calories, you can do the math. Another reason that I like to actually go that way is because when my clients, all right, let's give an example. I have a client. Let's say my client their macronutrients are 250 carb, 65 fat, and 170 protein. So if I have a client that wants to have a beer, let's say Michelob Ultra, that's usually the type of beer that I like because they're around 95 to 100 calories. So let's say my client has 1 Michelob Ultra. So take 25 carbs from your day to fit in 1 beer, 100 calorie beer. And that's why I like to think of beer as its own thing because yeah, you can fit beer into your macronutrients, but that doesn't mean that the beer is a carb itself. That means you're taking carbs in place of the alcohol that you're drinking. Get it? Okay, I'm gonna go to the gym now. I'm gonna stop ranting. I could rant all day about what macronutrients are and how we should classify them, how we shouldn't classify them, and the gray area. And yeah, I should stop now before I rant this whole freaking video. Alright guys, so I was actually requested last night to do an interview with someone on Instagram called Zeras Fitness. Zeras Fitness. Zeras Fitness. Hopefully I'm pronouncing that right. So I'm going to go ahead and basically I was sent 10 questions on Instagram. I'm just going to answer them on here for you guys, just in case any of you guys are wondering the same. I thought that would be cool. So question number 1, describe yourself in 3 words: resilient, strong, and persistent. Those would be the 3 words that I would best describe myself. Number 2, why did you decide to enter the world of fitness? I was sort of born into it. It was something that I think that I was going to do no matter what. My parents owned a gym when I was a kid. If you guys have heard my story at all, it actually saved my life. I was suicidal when I was 13. I was picked on a lot. I nearly committed suicide. Fitness saved me from that, and it gave me something to build a foundation on. Number 3, what's one big challenge you've had to overcome? So the biggest challenge that I have had to overcome is sort of liking myself, I've never been one to like myself that much, and self-love is really difficult for me. Sometimes I get there, and sometimes I'm just not there. So really learning to love myself and not get mad at myself and get frustrated and push myself down when I fail. So really just learning not to be super hardcore on myself and not beat myself up. Before I started, I wished that I had more knowledge, and that's why I'm an online fitness coach, just because a lot of guys, a lot of girls, the first 2 to 4 years of lifting, you really waste a lot of time trying to figure out what works and what doesn't work. You read magazines, you listen to advice from people that don't know what they're talking about, and it really clouds your mind with a bunch of crap. And I wish I could have hired a really, really educated fitness coach and just fast-tracked those first 2 to 4 years. That way I'd be much, much farther ahead physique and strength-wise than where I actually am right now. Number 5, who is someone who inspires you? A lot of people inspire me. You can take inspiration out of just about anybody. People like Elon Musk, Steve Jobs, basically successful entrepreneurs of my time that have really, really done something innovative and made some sort of big splash and change in the world. I'm also inspired by just everyday people that you see around. Anyone that's successful in their own life, anyone that has pursued something that they want to do, even if they wanted to go work at a gas station and they worked at that gas station and that's what they wanted to do, then I'm inspired by someone that's reached out and grabbed what they deem to be successful. They have their career, they're living the life that they want. It doesn't really matter if that lifestyle is $20,000-$30,000 a year or $5 million a year. It doesn't matter if it really doesn't. I'm inspired by people that have went after what they want, period. Number 6, what's your favorite muscle group to work? Arms, because of that sick arm pump though. Oh god, arm pumps, they feel so freaking good. It feels like, have you seen the freaking pumping iron thing? It just feels like I'm coming all the time.
Blood is rushing into your muscles, and that's what we call a pump. Your muscles get a really tight feeling, like your skin is going to explode any minute. It's really tight. It's like somebody blowing air into your muscle.
It's as satisfying to me as coming is. I'm getting the feeling of coming in the gym. I'm getting the feeling of
Coming at home, I'm getting the feeling of coming backstage when I pump up, when I
pose out in front of 5,000 people. I get the same feeling. So I'm coming day and night. I mean, it's terrific, right?
Is it easy for you to fit fitness into your life? Which is number 7. Fitness sort of is my life. I'm an online fitness coach. I've written 8 fitness books, I believe 8. Yep, 8 fitness books. I'm building a fitness tech company right now. And I have a fitness YouTube channel, Instagram. So, yeah, I even post helpful content on Facebook. So fitness is pretty much, I don't have to fit it into my life because it's, my job, it's my legacy, it's, everything rides on fitness. But even if I didn't have that as sort of a career path, fitness is really easy to fit in your life. It makes your life better. You feel better, you eat better, you do better, you become better. So fitness is really easy to fit in your life. Anyone that says it's not is just bullshitting. Number 8, what is one goal you've been able to reach recently? One goal that I've been able to reach recently, I've obtained a physique that I believe, I've attained a physique that I respect. To put it simply, I've been working out since I was 12 and a half. I'm 23. And over that 11 or so years, I've attained a physique that I'm proud of. Number 9, what advice would you give to a beginner? Advice I would give to a beginner, I would say focus on your main 3 lifts. Focus on your squat, your bench, and your deadlift. Don't focus on any weak points. You don't need to do that for the first 3 years. Stay in a caloric surplus unless you're just really, really, really overweight and you need to lose weight. And if that's the case, take a year or 2. Lose all that weight, whatever you need to lose, 50, 100 pounds, and then get on a bulk for a while. But the main thing is build consistency on the big 3 and just really, really spend those first couple of years building up strength on core movements, because that's what's going to build the foundation for the rest of your lifting career, lifting life, whatever you want to call it. Number 10, plans for the future. So my plans for the future are to stay consistent on this channel, keep putting out helpful content, keep helping you guys grow this channel, really keep reinvesting in this channel, getting better and better equipment, keep helping as many people as I can on the coaching side. Maybe in the future write a couple more books, because I do enjoy writing books, but right now I don't have the time to write any books. The biggest thing that I'm focused on right now is getting my company, my fitness tech company, funded. And if you guys have followed me lately, you know I had an investor that had invested $12,500 into my company. Investor ended up being fake, and so now I owe a product development company $12,500 with my signature on there. And so I need a new investor. And so I'm really focused on getting my company funded right now. That's really what I'm focused on. So in the future, I want to get my company funded. I want to get it off the ground. I want to grow it. I want to use it to help a lot of people in the next 3 to 5 years. I want to focus on growing my YouTube channel. I just want to focus on overall growing the brand of Jordan. So hope you guys enjoyed this quick little video interview voiceover thing. So with that, I'm going to go ahead and conclude the video, because this video is probably getting pretty long. So until next time, guys, comment if you have any questions or concerns, like the video if you enjoyed the damn video, and subscribe if you're not already subscribed. All love.